This tutorial will teach you how to use the Explora database. So for a lot of RMS students, you're more used to using the Gale databases, but Explora has a lot of really great information in there, and it's a little bit different. So I'm going to show you how this one works. So when you log in, this is what the front page will look like, and then up in the top is your search bar. So I'm going to put in climate change for my first example topic. And right away you'll see that a difference here is we have 190,000 results, which is a lot more results than we normally get using Gale. And that number can be really different depending on your topic. All right, in this case, the first thing that we see here is a topic overview. All right, so that would be a really great thing to start with. That article is just going to give us a lot of basic information about climate change. And then the next thing is actually an ebook, and this is an entire book about climate change that we can read on here. Now, again, this does not happen with every topic. All right, climate change is a very controversial, very current, important topic that there's a lot of information on. I'll show you another topic in a minute that has less. And then the next thing that we find is a periodical. This comes from a magazine. So the issue that we're having here is less finding enough information and more how do we narrow this down. So if you look on the left, you'll see all of these different types of sources. We have academic journals. So an academic journal is like a college level text that's been peer reviewed. That is like really, really great research material, but it's also incredibly complex and might be too complicated to understand. I recommend looking at it, but some of them might just be really, really technical. You have books, reports, primary source documents, encyclopedias, so those will be sort of general information. Trade publications, those are like technical documents from companies that work on climate change. Magazine articles, that would be like a magazine that you might buy in a grocery store. Newspaper articles. Reviews are reviews of books, so those will probably not be helpful. And then biographies, obviously, articles about people who are somehow involved with the topic. So what you want to learn to do is how to kind of narrow this down. So one thing you can look at over on the left is it's already limited to full text, which is really great because that's going to let us see full articles. You can also limit by publication date. So right now it's going all the way back to 1920. It might be really interesting to see what they say about climate change in 1920. But if you're not doing the history of it, maybe you want to narrow this down and say, you know what, I only want things that were written in the last 2 years, from 2020 to 2022. Right? That cuts down the number of results. Still have 20,000 though. So then the next thing I might want to do is say, you know what, I think that I really need some sort of general information to start me off. So I'll click encyclopedias, and then I want some current information that the news is giving us. So I'm going to click on news and limit it that way. And what you will find now generally is that whatever is coming up first is the most relevant to your search, all right, based on what Explora thinks is going to be most relevant. You can change to have the newest article first if you want to look at it that way. So you can also do an advanced search. So you can go into advanced search, and then you've got climate change, and then let's say you want to add another, maybe you want to look at specifically fossil fuels and how those impact climate change. So we're going to add that phrase to our search term. All right. There's lots of other ways you can limit, but I will let you explore those on your own. So you're just going to, when we search that, you can see it cut down again, the number of articles. And then you can always add more phrases if you want to keep narrowing that down and refining those results. Okay. Let me show you an example of a different search that didn't have quite so many results. So if I'm looking up the animal, the coati, when I search for that, I only get 168 results. So that's still a lot of results. And you're seeing it's starting with academic journals first because I'm still sorting by the newest date. I'm actually going to go back and say, let's look at relevance. And when I change it to that, I see, oh, there is an encyclopedia article in the beginning. Here's an article from Natural History, a couple of videos, etc., etc. Now, if I think about this, though, I'm like, well, maybe if I look it up a different way, I can find more information. So the complete name is actually Coati Mundi. So if I put that in, then I get 95 results. Some of these will be the same, some will be different. So sometimes you have to think about what other search terms could I possibly use for my topic. What you don't want to put in the search bar is your research question, because a database, well, you can try it and see what comes up and maybe you'll get lucky, but a research database does not search the same way that Google searches. So if those words aren't, if you put in some words in your research question that aren't in the article, it might cut out some articles that you wanted to look at. So you want to start with sort of a broader term, and then if you get a lot of resources or a lot of results, then you want to narrow those results. All right, so I'm going to click on this one so I can show you how to do the citation. Also, there is a button to listen if you want to have the article read to you. And then over on the right-hand side here, you will see this little button that says Cite. And if you click on that, let's see, export to, it has a direct export to Noodle Tools if you click on that. So I'm going to say click on export and then save. All right, and once you're here, you want to make sure that you've already logged into Noodle Tools so that it can go into your project. Check to make sure it's going into the right place. So here it's going into example project, and then I'm going to click import references. Okay, and then when I go to Noodle Tools, I'm going to have to refresh Noodle Tools and see if it came in there. And it's right here, this one, Quadimundi EBSCO-host, right? So it did go in there. And then if I click on this button, it will take me back into that article right here. So that is how you use Explora. Good luck with your research and have fun.